this week I went and did a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class, and this is actually something that I used to train in quite often a couple of years ago. And yeah, after the class it brought back a lot of reflection about my journey with that, and I just thought I'd share a little bit of it. So I used to go to CrossFit, and there was a martial arts gym attached to it, and there was this like big banner up for this program that they were doing called Wimp to Warrior, which it's not, maybe not the best name, but it was a representation of complete beginner, never had competed or even trained in martial arts before, and to go to training for like, I think it was around 16 weeks, every morning training to at the end have an MMA fight. And the guy that was working in the gym was like, "Oh, would you do that?" And I was like, "No, like why would I do such a thing? I've never been in a physical fight in my life. I'm not sporty, I'm not into sports. It's not me, it's not what I'm into. I've no interest in that. Like, why would I do such a thing?" And I left there then, and there was like a little spark, I don't know, a little something, kind of idea like dropped into my mind, and I was thinking about it, and I was kind of like challenging, I suppose, those beliefs that I had about myself. As in, like, why could I not be the person that does that? I had this idea maybe of a particular type of person that would fight MMA, and not single mother, not I had not seen women do this before. It's not something that I was like seeing, I suppose, the normal, like the everyday path. So I was like, why would I put myself through that? And as I challenged those beliefs about myself, and the beliefs about why I would do something like that and who does something like that, I kind of was like, you know what, like I can do that, or I could try to do that. And I like a fish just like jumped up out of the canal there. I made a commitment to myself and was like, right, I'm gonna give this a go and see what happens. And I was like, I don't know if I'll fight at the end of it, like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm going to give this a try and really push myself out of my comfort zone, which I was on like so many levels. But I did it. I committed to myself, and it was a real journey of skill for sure, but also like learning to believe in myself, to trust in myself, and to push myself out of my comfort zone and push myself into doing something completely new and different, and push my capacity for my mental capacity, my physical capacity completely. And I did that, and I suppose skipping ahead to the fight, I lost that fight. I got bet, but I had an amazing experience, and for people that would have been there watching that, and other people when I would share that, people would be like, "Oh no, like after all your effort," but I was like, no, like that was such a positive experience for me, because of the journey. It wasn't about the outcome, because like it's where I'm going with this is like the fight, like that moment that was like the build up to the journey was just a moment, and like there were so many uncontrollables in that. Like I can only do what I can do to prepare myself physically and prepare myself mentally, and to have support and people around me that believed in me, which I did, which was so amazing. but I couldn't control the outcome. But I still got in there and I still had a positive experience, even though from the outset, and what other people would have seen, it may not have, it seemed like that could be positive. But the journey was the big part for me. That, was those shifts in my mind and my capacity and pushing myself. And also gaining this community of people that believed in me. Like, those were the parts that made the difference. And a little while after that, I got a call from my coach, and he was like, "Oh, would you be interested in doing another fight?" Again, not something I had imagined myself doing again, but I pushed myself and I said yes, and I committed back to training again, and I dove down. Again, like, mindset and looking at like fighter mindset, competitive athlete mindset, reading books on this, also soaking in, more skill, more knowledge from my teachers, my coaches. And my coach has a great mindset and a great like focus on learning mindset skills, and that was really beneficial to me as well. And because I gained a lot, again, of like continuing to push myself out of my comfort zone and continuing to lean into an experience and something that was going to end in an unknown, but it was the journey to there. And this time I won the fight, and I still had fears, especially after losing the first one. I still had fears. I still had doubt, but turn around, stop talking. I still had doubts and fears, but excitement led me. I was like excited, and like, I felt prepared, I felt ready, I felt excited. And even though there was fears and doubts still there, they're not going anywhere, but they were just not as big as the excitement and the self-belief. And that was there at that stage, and that made such a difference. And it was, where I suppose I'm going with this is back to birth and birth preparation and like pregnancy. And it's like there's a journey up to this moment that it's leading to. But we can have a positive experience, or you can have a positive experience in your birth, and no matter how the outcome goes, because we can't control all the uncontrollables, and we can't get rid of all the fears, we can't get rid of all the doubts we have. We can only work on our preparation of our mindset, that we can, help lean into that self-belief, self-trust, and body, mind, awareness in the journey beforehand. So the fears can be there, but they're not the main thing that's holding us. And also of that support system. I had those people that believed in what I was doing and believed in me. And it's the same thing for birth. You need people around you that believe in birth, in how birth works, the physiology around it, and also believe in you and your capacity to birth, and that they don't need to fix anything or change anything. They just need to be there for you, in that belief and reassurance and strength to help hold you, so you can feel empowered in yourself. And those are the things that make the difference. Challenging our own beliefs, and maybe walking a path that we've not seen other people walk, and doing things differently than maybe your family or your friends or people around you in your community have gone, taken different choices, taken different paths. and I suppose challenging your own beliefs. And it's like, why do I believe this? Like, why could I not do that? Or why can I not ask for more? Which I think is a big one in pregnancy. So, you just have to get by, you have to move through it and get past that moment. But actually, your birth experience and your journey to your birth and afterwards, it can be more than just something you have to get through and get by. It's, you deserve to be excited going into that, you deserve to be confident going into that, and to have that support system around you. This is something that we'll be leaning into in the Reframe and Reclaim masterclass, which is coming up next Thursday, and it is completely free and it's online, so people can get it from all sorts of places. But it is leaning into that, challenging like why we hold particular beliefs, and are they actually what we want to believe and how we want to step forward, and can we make those shifts and reframe that mindset and the language that we use to step forward, knowing that you can have more, you can choose the path that you walk and how you want to move forward in your pregnancy, so you can step into your birth with that excitement and confidence. And even though there will be fears and doubts there, because there's no magic trick to get rid of them, there's no this over like we can only be positive and that's it. The fears and beliefs will be there, the fears and doubts will be there, but we want that excitement and confidence and that self-trust to be the leader, to bring you forward, and yeah, you might be surprised of your capacity and ability to hold both, when you choose yourself and choose that you want to walk forward on your path, on your journey of pregnancy, birth, and becoming a mother again differently. Okay, it's starting to spill right now, so I'm gonna run, but look at this nice view.